She's got that look. She's got that style. She's got that conversation that makes you want to stay for a while. She's the all-American woman. Hi, it's your all-American woman. Happy New Year. I know it may seem late, but I still want to wish you a Happy New Year. It's the last day in January, so officially that is the last day that, or unofficially, that's the last day to really say Happy New Year, at least in my opinion. I figure you have at least those 31 days to say Happy New Year to people you haven't seen in the new year and you just seen them. But after the 31st, then even if you haven't seen them and you see them, well, you could say hello, but there's really no point in saying Happy New Year. But again, to each his own. That's just unofficial. Anyway, I have missed doing the recordings and I stopped way too early, but life happens and I had to stop for a while. But I am back now and I want to do more and, get some more stuff out there and get some feedback, hopefully, from other people, viewers. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about the month of January and one of the most important dates in this month, which is the third Monday in January. That comes around every year and is recognized as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Now, we know that his birthday is actually the 15th of January, but we celebrate it on the third Monday of every month so that it is a national holiday. And it is the only national holiday that is recognized for a person of color. And that in itself is significant. But the fact that so many people work so hard to have this day be recognized is, so extreme. I was alive during that time, when not necessarily during the time of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. No, I was not alive back then because I would have aged really, really well, at least in my opinion. But I was alive when we were trying to make it when a lot of people in America, and I won't just say black people because a lot of people were involved with this, just like there are a lot of people were involved with his fight for civil rights, or the fight for civil rights for all people of color. But there were a lot of people involved in trying to get this day on the third Monday of January as a national holiday because of the things that he did. And it wasn't that he did them alone. No, he did not. He was never alone in his fight for civil rights for all Americans. But he was a great leader. He was the kind of leader that other leaders looked up to. And because of that, and because of his preaching nonviolence and preaching marching and boycotting and for making things happen and not just being one to say the words, but he also walked the talk. Being that man just made him more loved and more respected by many. So, we also know that during this time, on the day of Martin Luther King Jr.'s recognition, that it's also considered a day of service where we as citizens volunteer in our local community and doing just any number of things. Now, me myself, I am proud to say that I am a serial volunteer, meaning that ever since I knew what volunteerism was, I have tried to do it. And I won't say it was necessarily completely altruistic in the beginning. I did it to meet boys. but, but as I learned more about volunteerism, I learned how you can help in the community. I was a poor kid, so it wasn't necessarily available for me to give money, anytime people asked. But I could always give my time when it was available. And that's what I usually did in those situations. And I love volunteering. I am ashamed to say that I did not volunteer this year, but this month has just started and the year's just started, so I have more time. And I didn't volunteer on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday recognition day because it was, even though it's the third Monday, it was on the 18th today, or this year. Um, but I did do an MLK 5K run in my community, which the proceeds went to local charities in our community. So I'm proud I did that. And I don't just do it just to say, hey, I volunteered on MLK Day. No, I do it because volunteerism is such a special thing. It is one of those things where you say, hey, I'm going to give my time to help out people that I may not know personally, but I know need my help, or I'm going to give my time to this organization. Maybe not every day, maybe not every week, but as much time as I can. And I really have to say that I've always done that, and I've always advocated for volunteerism because it is a huge deal in everybody's local community. It's what makes small communities especially prosperous, because sometimes we don't have the funds to pay people to do things. We don't have the big business or newscasters coming around saying, hey, you'll be on TV if you do this. No. But we still need our community to help us to build, to get bigger. And one of the ways to get this to happen is through volunteerism. And it's such a huge thing, such a huge thing. I always advocate for it, and I always will. And I will always be a serial volunteer. Now, I probably won't volunteer, or I haven't volunteered, I should say, as much as I used to when I was younger. But I hope to still keep that spirit and love for volunteering in my heart, and as well as show it through actions. Well, that is all I have for you today. But as we know, next month is Black History Month. And it is also the month of love because we celebrate Valentine's Day. And if you're a fan of Parks and Rec, Galentine's Day. You know what that is. Okay, so I plan to be on some more talking about those things and just, how our America is so diverse, but at the same time, some things are just commonplace if you're an American that you do and that you believe in. And we'll talk more about that. And I'd like to hear your views. So, you know what to do. Let me know. I'm down at the bottom of the screen. I love to hear from the viewers and, give feedback as much as I can. All right. You take care, and I will see you next time.